Yes,
So
we are.
business is slow.
Business just started, so please spread the word to whoever you can.
Oh, you're new.
Yes, we are.
Uh-huh. People are very, boy, isn't it all about, people have had the same hairdresser for like 12 years,
Yeah, it's tough to get them to
18
change.
years, 22 years. But my landlady, she goes, that's it, I have to go to this, it's $53, I have to go, no matter how broke these people are. You gotta see the movie by Chris Rock called Bad Hair. His daughter, one morning, she was 7 years old, she goes, Daddy, how come I have bad hair? And so he went on a whole investigation all over the world about hair and black women and their hair. That's what the movie's about.
Oh, wow.
It's unbelievable. You've got to see this movie. Fascinating. Fascinating. It's called Bad Hair. And you think, well, black, let's say it's in a lower socioeconomic, the money they spent, where are they coming up? $3,000 weaves? Where would a black woman come up for? You know, and these are normal. These are middle-aged. These aren't like a Coke model-looking, you know, a Coke King drug dealer guy's girlfriend or something, you know. It's like normal, regular. And then you see the women in India who have this hair down to their knees. Or the men who can, those men, you know, the men with the turbans and the beard that's pinned up under their chin? They've never shaved or cut their hair in their life. And they still have huge beards. Isn't that weird?
That is.
They've never touched their hair in their life. One guy told me it's down to the ground. So they show these women getting their heads shaved in India so black women in America can have wigs.
Wow. Interesting.
So here's what I've learned all these years. Why does men go bald? I know there's that testosterone, some kind of chemical, but here's what it really comes down to. You got your hair follicles. On either side of it, you know, above the bottom of the root, one is a sebaceous, like an oil gland. The other one is a sweat gland. Okay, and these are just below the surface, above the bottom of the root, below the surface of the scalp. And every 24 to 48 hours, you lose 50 to 100 hairs. The average person, there's that much hair in your head. 50 to 100 hairs every 48 hours or less. There has to be 100% regrowth in that empty follicle hole, or you eventually start thinning out, right? When this overproductive, which is what I have, you can see how shiny my foot, an overproductive oil gland pumping the oil in, like, and the sweat combined, while that 24 to 48 hour period where there's no follicle in there, it fills it up and hardens like a cement. The new hair comes up, hits that wall, curls up into a curlicue. There's guys that said they use certain things and these bing hairs will spring out bent with no color in them. So if the question is, who can invent the Drano to unclog the follicle and let these, and curiously, the side and back of the head, which mine's getting awfully low back, I look at it in shock and terror. I'm 100 years old, you know, hair loss is like decaying. So I look, I go, boy, it's going awfully far back there in the back. But I have my limbs and I can see. So I'm a crybaby. That girl lost her arm. Guess what? She's still surfing, she's still happy, and she always wears a cut-off sleeve on her dress or her t-shirt to show it to everyone, the stump that's left. So I try to walk around without my hat, but it looks horrible. And I hate the way I look. It's destroyed myself. I am Samson. I have lost my strength with my hair. And I didn't even have a few good years. I got out of the shower. I go, I'm 18. I can finally grow my hair. My parents were like, my mother was in the Marine Corps, and my dad studied to be a Lutheran minister. I had to have these like 1950s haircuts. I'm 18. My hair gets along my shoulders. It's part of the middle. I'm going to move to Laurel Canyon and form a band. And I get out of the shower. I'm living in Fresno at that because we lived in Bass Lake when I was 15. We moved to Bass Lake. From here to up near Yosemite. Unbelievable. That was wild. And deer in the backyard when you wake up in the morning. It's awesome. Dead silence. Black at night. Black. My dad turned the lights off in the car when we first went up there. There's nothing. Amazing. And I can breathe. That pine, fresh air, boy. Fresh air. Times Square. Anyway. So I got out of the shower. I'm 18 and a half. I have my own apartment. I'm going to move to Laurel Canyon. And I'm receding like a 38-year-old man, which is fine for 38. He's not bald yet. He's receding, you know, right in here. So what the hell? And then I'm like 23, and this girl where I'm working, the daughter goes, do you know you have a bald spot? I'm 23. That's what you get when you're an older man, you know? Oh, brother. So anyway, that was it. I had 18. I started, and they say you start going bald at 14, but you don't notice it until you're 18.
Well, you've got the science down, so we'll just wait on you to come up with something.
Now, we just need someone to come up, something to get down to a molecular level that can unblock that cement-like encasing from the clogged. And then you have to cure the problem of why is there an overproductive sebaceous oil gland and sweat gland?
Why don't you hire a couple of Russian scientists?
I guess I'm going to go to a hypnotist to say, I mean, like Chuck O'Neill, he looks better bald. So, you know, a few people, Derek Fisher, Colby should wear the fro. He looks much better when he had his fro. He was handsome. But, you know, most hair is, and I'm obsessed with it. That's the thing. I love hair more than anyone. Other people, they go, oh, I lost my hair. Like, okay, are you a Seinfeld fan?
Yeah.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, you ever seen that?
Of course.
Oh, okay. So, I'll leave with this. Because I know I'm talking too much and you guys are depressed. No, just be glad you're your own boss today. If you can eat tonight, you got a home and you're your own boss, that's a great day. Boy, I got the whole forum here. Oh, you got a TV? I say no TV. Yeah, I walked out of a restaurant because they had a TV. Oh, what's wrong? You don't want to sit? No, I'm going to go home. Why? Why not? So Larry David, when he got his first Emmy for Seinfeld, he was a stand-up comic. Oh, I'll give you this. He said when I was in college, they showed a picture of Rolling Stone. There was an interview last year. Did you see that?
No.
They showed a picture of him in college. Big, you know, he's Jewish. He said, yeah, he goes, that's a picture of my Jew fro. I have never heard that expression. So there's Larry David. I go, what? This big brown ball of hair, the big sideburns, you know, in the 70s and all. So anyway, he got his Emmy, the first Emmy for Seinfeld. He goes up there. The guy's, he's got the #1 show. Him and Seinfeld, he's got the Emmy in his hand. He's writing half the shows. He's directing. He's, you know, well, then became different directors. Then he stayed 5 years. So there is a switch. You notice a tone change. But anyway, and so he goes up to the podium to give his thank you, and he says, thank you so much for this, but I'm still bald.
There you go.
Oh my God. But hey, like I said, I got my limbs. I see these coming back from war and that. I'm a crybaby, okay? It's just, I had a penthouse fold that one time. She goes, what is a freak like you doing here? I go, I live here. She goes, you do, so do I. So we went out, we come home. This is just like 31 years old. She goes, I want to show you my fold out. Great. Invites me in. So this is a great night for me. No one's going to believe me unless she somehow, because my girlfriend, she's not, because I'm just a derelict or something. Want to be a rock musician. And so I enter first. I guess that's how single women do it, so that way you can't jack them, you know, in the back of the head or something terrible. So they let the man go in first. So I went in first. And I look around, as I take my hat off, and the light switch comes on in back of me. I hear a gasp of terror of the revelation of, I had a lot more hair then too. You see? That's why I can't stand wearing a hat. That's the other thing.
Sport a wig.
I can't stand wearing a hat. I look so much better. I mean, baldness is horrible. It's horrible. So I can't stand. I tried every kind of hat, every kind of light hat, velvet, a felt, straw. I can't stand. Someone said, you know what, you have a hot head.
Get a wig.
I have a hot head, and I have to let the heat come off the top of my head. I can't wear a hat because it holds it in, and then I get angry.
Wear a wig.
Same thing. I don't want anything. I can't stand. Here, I knew a guy that did that. He went and got Elton John has a cheaper model, of course. They shave with little tiny bits are left. They're smooth and wash it all and scrub it and everything. And then they use this biodegradable glue because it's like several weeks it stays on, or 2 weeks or whatever. So he goes home that night. On the second night, he woke up at 3 in the morning. Get off me, I can't stand it, get off me. He said he literally had a panic attack. He could not stand. The thing was so tight all of a sudden. And that was it. So That's it, that's all I got. That's hair loss.
Take it easy.
Hair is God. I don't know what, well, the car is God, but I don't know why hair is so important. I wish it didn't mean anything to me. If I had hair to my waist, you know, full of hair, I wouldn't, I'm God. I don't even need money. I mean, come to me at home, I just walk around, worship me. I have hair to my waist. I've worn it since I was 5. That's even before long hair came down. And, but my mother was military. Yeah. They didn't like, why would you want to have hair like a girl?
I think he likes you. A joke, I don't know.
No, I said you would shut up.
Oh, they told me to shut up.